What is so special in Cuban chain? The Cuban link chain is a variation of the standard cable link chain and features oval links that intersect in a rope pattern. The links twist into a cable-like design, which gives it a bit of a traditional look, creating a classic style with a bit of modern edge. This kind of chain is perfect for all kinds of wearers and styles. Though it's seen as somewhat traditional, this chain has some serious built-in swagger, with trendsetters and trailblazers choosing it as a centerpiece or layering it with other gold chains. How old are Cuban chains? The advent of Cuban chains was in the 1970s, so you can say these chains have been around for 45 to 50 years. Over time, Cuban links have grown in popularity, and their use is prevalent these days. What is Cuban link chains made of? Cuban links can be made out of practically any metal: silver, platinum, gold, etc., with gold being the most common. Even though most gold Cuban link chains are made to look yellow, other colored metals can be combined with gold to change the final color. For example, copper to make rose gold chains and nickel, manganese or palladium for white gold variations. Why are Cuban links so expensive? It is important to be aware of the fact that Cuban links and chains do not come cheap. On the contrary, they are quite expensive to buy. That is because the Cuban chain makers create most of them from solid gold, and a few of the Cuban chains have diamonds as well. Gold and diamonds are very costly materials, making Cuban chains a challenge to buy for those who have slim pockets. Who wears Cuban link? So who usually sport Cuban links? Men, and especially rock stars, have been wearing Cuban chains for several years now. That said, people usually associate Cuban links with the popular hip-hop and streetwear days. These days, people wear Cuban links in different styles. Some prefer to go formal and wear the chain with a bow tie and full suit. If you can ace this look, you will come across as stylish and professional at the same time. Even in the high-end world of jewelry, Cuban link chains are a symbol of luxury. Once a quintessential part of hip-hop style in the 70s and 80s, these chains have become increasingly popular in the last decade. Today, you'll find prominent rappers like Future, Daddy Yankee and Lil Uzi Vert wearing Cuban link chains. Are Cuban links handmade? Although the majority of these chains are machine-made, many of the most expensive ones are handmade by just a few shops in Miami. One handmade 18-karat gold Cuban link chain can cost $27,000, and some of the most valuable ones will cost 10 times that. What makes Cuban chains so unique? Here are a few reasons why the Cuban link stands out from the rest of the gold chains on the radar. Cuban links are perfect for showcasing pendants. Cuban links come in a variety of different weights, thicknesses, and lengths, so they serve as great bases for displaying your best pendants. If you're trying to highlight your prized Jesus piece or crucifix and want a little something extra, go for the Cuban. Just make sure it's thick enough for the pendant you're eyeing. Let's talk about Jay-Z's gold Cuban chain. Jay-Z first wore his statement Cuban chain in 2013 at the 20th anniversary show for So-So Def. Rather than opting for an entrusted pendant, the rapper commissioned this one-of-a-kind heavy gold chain that weighs in at 11 pounds and is made from solid gold. It costs a hefty $200,000. Which one to select when it comes to pure gold? Gold purity is one of the factors you need to consider when buying a Cuban link chain. The higher the purity of the gold used to make the chain, the more expensive the Cuban link chain will be. An 18K gold chain is composed of 75% pure gold, while a 10K Cuban link has less than 50% of gold in it. The difference in purity makes the 18K chain about 60% more expensive than the 10K one. It's rocked by hip-hop legends. You don't have to look very far to find a gold Cuban link chain draped around the necks of icons new and old. Versions of it started showing up in the hip-hop history books in the 1980s, with Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane and Biz Markie sporting their own Cuban links back in the day. It's still ubiquitous among artists, including Jay-Z, Usher, DJ Khaled, and if you appreciate some classic freshness, this is the chain for you. It can be blinked out. Like a few carats with your carrots, if you prefer the flashy style of a diamond-studded gold chain, the Cuban link is great because it has a relatively flat surface that can be frosted with diamonds. Typically, jewelers use the paved diamond effect, which makes the surface look like it's naturally brilliant and diamond encrusted. Cuban links are extremely versatile. Gold chains in general are among the most adaptable pieces of jewelry a person can own. But the Cuban link is especially versatile. It can be worn as a necklace or a bracelet, with necklaces coming in lengths ranging from 20 to 30 inches and width ranging from 4mm to 21mm. If you've got a specific outfit or pendant to flex with your Cuban link, you know you'll get it just right, thanks to a sheer variety of options available. Remember, quality is the key. It is the smart way to buy a Cuban link chain. When it comes to price, it is obvious that a 10K chain will be cheaper than a 14 or 18K one. However, when it comes to Cuban chains, it is better to seek quality above all else to gain the best gold Cuban link.